I want to show you how to put this data into groups with subtotals. To do that, we first need to sort it into the order that we want the subtotals. I want to subtotal it by sales rep, and within sales rep, I want to subtotal it by item. So I'm going to first sort it by sales rep, and then add a level and sort it by item. Next, we will click on Data, Outline, Subtotal. Right now, it wants to subtotal it every time there's a change in the sales date. Instead, we want to have it subtotal anytime there's a change in the sales rep. We can do lots of different things, count, average, and so forth. We'll sum. And we want to sum the amount, not the service satisfaction, so I'll uncheck that. Replace current subtotals and summary below are just fine, so I'll say OK. Now you can see that we have some tabs off here to the left. These create subtotals that we can click on. This one is the grand total. There's $10,402 worth of sales in this. I click on the next one, and you can see the sales by each of our different sales reps. If I want to open up Jenny's, I can see exactly what Jenny sold, or close it again. And finally, I can open them all up by clicking on this last box. Next, let's also add subtotal by item. So subtotal, this time any change in item, and still amount. But I don't want this to replace the current subtotals. I want it in addition. So I'm going to remove this check mark and say OK. Now you'll notice each item is subtotaled. If I move over here and click on this, I can see the subtotal not only for Bob, but for each item that he worked with. If I want to see what shirts he sold, I can click on here. It looks like he just sold one shirt, but maybe 3 bicycles. So I can drill down and see what else is involved. Likewise, I can look at the totals and subtotals for each one of my employees. You might ask, when would I use these subtotals instead of a pivot table? It depends on the circumstance. I have been treasurer for the Association for Information Systems, that is, of all the IS professors around the world, about 4,400 of us. Part of my job as treasurer is to present a budget to be approved, which I did last year in Taiwan, the year before in Germany. I used subtotals to present the budget. That way we could see what it was like at the high level, but we could also drill down into the detail to see what made up that particular budget item. What methods I use just depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. Thank you.